Yo, it's your dog Art Man. We're back with another morning boxing conversation, man. I really, want to smoke my morning Jordan, talk boxing with y'all real quick. So let me do that real quick. But man, I ain't gonna be here for too long. Just wanted to chop it up. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. I swear I've been promoting the fuck out this fight. People like, oh, Art Man, you should get a check from this fight. You know what? I'm gonna call Turkey them and I'm like, hey Turkey, where's my check? Because I've been promoting the hell out this fight. I haven't seen shit. I'm keeping this fight alive on the fucking social media right now. I'm posting about this shit daily. I'm doing lives, reminding niggas, hey, 1 month ago, Haney versus Norman. Meanwhile, Turkey and them smooth chilling, worry about some other sports and shit like that. They not even talking about this damn fight. Nah, I'm talking shit though. This fight gonna be a good fight though. Um, I of course y'all know me. I got Devin Haney winning this fight by unanimous decision. A lot of people are picking Brian Norman by knockout. And I ain't mad at them for picking Brian Norman for knockout by knockout. You know what? I ain't mad. People be like, "Oh, Art Man, everybody who's picking against Haney don't make them haters." That's true. That is absolutely true. Everybody that's picking Norman don't make them haters. They don't make them at all. It just means they don't know shit about boxing. That's talking shit. I'm talking shit, but not real shit. Brian Norman Jr., man. Niggas picking Brian Norman Jr. off of Jin Kasaki highlights. Hey, let him do it. More power to you, my nigga. More power to you. Shit. But nah, I wanted to come over here and talk about this boxing shit because I've seen a lot of people have a difference in opinion about this shit right here. This fight. A lot of people be talking crazy. Or a lot of people talking about this fight in general. A lot of people trying to like paint Devin out to be somebody who's scared or some soft ass nigga. And I like that shit actually. I actually do like that shit. I think Dev should like that shit too. I think he should like people doubting him because man, that victory is gonna be even fucking greater, dude. And right now, look, see with the Regis shit, right? Niggas had time to delete their tweets and delete their comments about how they picking Regis and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had time to go back and delete their shit and say, I ain't never picked Regis. But with this shit, niggas is too deep in it. Niggas is too deep in it. There's way too many people saying Haney gonna lose this shit. Brian Norman gonna knock this nigga out. Brian Norman, he gonna fuck Devin Haney up. Devin Haney better not even attempt to throw a punch at him in the inside. He's gonna lose automatically. Dev's a bitch. Dev's a coward. All this shit, right? They saying all this shit and putting all their hopes and dreams into this nigga Brian Norman, bro. So with Dev Cookham, it's like, damn, my nigga, you ain't gonna have y'all niggas ain't gonna have no choice but to crown this nigga king. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear how Brian Norman ain't shit. I don't want to hear how Brian Norman is green or he wasn't ready for this fight. I don't hear nothing about that shit no more. You niggas got Brian Norman by vicious KO. Y'all niggas, bro, and I be on the timeline talking to boxing fans. I be like, there's no way we talking about the same Brian Norman Jr. There must be another Brian Norman Jr. who box. They talking about, oh, Haney got to pick his left hand up because Brian Norman, he's going to hit him with a fast counter and he's going to sidestep him and counter punch him and use all this footwork and shit. I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, this can't be the Brian Norman that I've been watching film for the past month on. Nah, ain't no way, son. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Can't be. Shout out to my nigga Insane Talk. Yeah, dude, I'm just sitting back like there's no way this is the guy that y'all talk about. But he do got a chance though. Brian Norman do got a chance because he's young, he's black, athletic. You know what I'm saying? And he could punch. He could punch. But the only thing is, I question the punching power. Not saying that it's not real, but I question it to an extent like, are you able to do that against an elite boxer, elite boxer with a good IQ? Yeah, the IQ is just too much for him. I think the IQ might be too much for Brian Norman Jr., bro, for real. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Yo, 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 yo. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with me early this morning. Um, I'm actually, you know, what fight I've been thinking about though. I've been thinking about that Joseph Parker versus Worley fight that's on today. That's gonna be a good scrap. That's definitely gonna be a good scrap. I know Parker beat my nigga Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Parker for beating Wilder. Wilder should have known his old ass wasn't ready to be fucking with a nigga who's active like that. So I can't hold nothing against Parker. So I'm viewing Parker right now. He's a strong, solid top contender dude. His career totally turned around from what it was before. Um, but this guy Fabio Worley, he's cracking shit, man. Speaking of Wilder, Wilder was the only person I seen who had like a fucking like a broken side of his face. She looked like got a dent in it. Until I seen Worley fight this one guy. That nigga punched a hole through that motherfucker's face. I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Oh shit, this Worley motherfucker ain't no joke." But Joseph Parker, he's been super active, but he ain't been as active as lately. He just like he beat Piccoli, and that was just that. I thought he'd been had a couple fights lined up. But yeah, I really don't know. This Fabio Worley, I got to see more of him, but I know he's punching in the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division punching do matter. I understand when we talk about Devin Haney versus Norman, we can break that down and say the boxer can win that fight. But in this fight right here, when you're in the heavyweight division, you fighting a motherfucker who can crack. It's different. It's way different from the lower weights. But yeah, I can't wait to watch that shit today. I don't got no dog in that fight. But if I had to pick, I would pick Joseph Parker based off of him just being a vet. Said Artman, I just watched the video of Brian Norman punching a dude like 11 times back to back, hard punches, and he didn't go down. I question the power as well. I do too, but then his fans will say, oh, well, you know, Brian Norman, the fight that you're talking about, he had it before he had his hand surgery. Now his hands are better. It's really hard to gauge Brian Norman's fights because it's like his last fights, he's fighting all flat footed guys. So, of course, it's like getting a knockout is not surprising. But then when you look at his fights against boxers, it's like he was not able to be that threat that he's normally is, which is the monster puncher or whatever. But Brian Norman, man, he been talking this shit. I like that though. He been talking this shit. Yo, next. Let me see if I can find them clips. But B Norman, he been talking this shit. He been on his motherfucking. Look at what's on my shoulder. So I had been to the Zep before. I mean, look at what's on my shoulder. So I had been to the Zep before. But let's say you're saying you never knew the opponents that I have. Okay, you are very, very well known. So after I knock your block off, then what? It don't matter what David Haney trying to do. I'm not fighting Devin Haney. He is fighting me. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is my show. I'm right to do my thing, and we fighting my fight. Whoa, 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 whoa! Peep what he just said towards the end. I'm not fighting Devin Haney. He is fighting me. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this is my show. I'm right to do my thing, and we fighting my fight. Whoa, 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 Junior. Junior, slow down, nigga. Who said we fighting your fucking fight, nigga? Who said Dev fighting your fight, bro? That's the thing. That it's like you gotta watch out for little certain things that they say. They talk about we fighting your fight. No, nigga. Niggas not fighting your fight. That's his keys to victory. Niggas fighting his fight. And what did you want to know what's Brian Norman's fight? Sitting right in front of him with your hands down, blocking punches with your face. That's Brian Norman's fight. That's what he wants. But he ain't gonna get that. He gonna get Devin Haney's fight, which is fighting at the pace Devin Haney wants to fight at, fighting at the range Devin Haney want to fight at. That's just how it's gonna be. And I feel like he knows this. He knows this. And there's another interview where he's saying something similar in my opinion, where it's like you don't sound so confident in your game plan. We talk about Devin Haney. What round? So if I can catch him, that's all it is. I'm going to be like running too much. Whoa, 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 whoa. Be around. We talk about Devin Haney. What round? So if I can catch him, that's all it is. I'm going to be like running too much. What my track? If I can catch him, what round you stopping Devin Haney in? Well, if I can catch him, nigga, that don't sound too promising. What you mean? If nigga, if you don't catch him, nigga, you know what's gonna happen. 12 rounds to 0, 10 or 2. That's how I see it playing out, my nigga. This nigga talk about some, yeah, if I catch him, bro. I ain't my nigga. Hold on, shout out to everybody in the chat. Good morning, fam. Hit the like button. Yeah, y'all hit the like button, man. It's Saturday. It's fight day. You got Fabio Worley versus Joseph Parker in the UK. I'm rocking with that fight. Shout out to my people in the UK. Shout out to all my customers in the UK who's supporting artmanapparel.com. Let me put that link up there so everybody know where to find the best boxing merch in the game, artmanapparel.com. But yeah, hold on. What that nigga say? Said, I wish Devin saved the Ramirez fight for Norman. They should have fought him without the movement. Now Senior knows how to prepare. That's not enough, bro. My brother Blicky Root. I know you being objective as possible. And I know sometimes it might sound like I'm not objective towards this fight, but best believe I am. The reason why I'm talking like this is because I have confidence in Devin Haney because I watched the fights. I watched the fights between Devin Haney and all his past opponents, and I've seen the fights between Norman and all his past fights. And watching his fights, man, I just don't feel confident in Norman's ability to do the things that he say he's going to do towards Devin, which is knock Devin out and catch him and shit like that. I will have to see it, man. The only reason why I give him the fight is not. I won't think. I'm not saying that it's going to be totally easy for Dev. It's because Norman, he's mentally strong. I peeped that about the guy. He's mentally strong. He's athletic as fuck, and he got a something to prove. You know what I'm saying? FBA, it's hard to count a nigga out like that. It's hard to count a nigga out like that. But when you want to keep it strictly boxing and not just what I hope and believe can happen from Norman, nah. When you want to keep it boxing, nigga, skills pay the motherfucking bills. And that whole lunging shit down the middle he throwing, yeah, that shit ain't man, nigga, no. That shit gonna get his ass motherfucking countered and parked. Have his ass taking a seat real quick. And with Norman, Norman's not a fighter where it's like, oh my God, there's no way I could see him getting hurt. No, I could see him getting hurt. I could see Norman getting hurt. I just see Norman get hurt by niggas. Like I said, niggas you wouldn't even recognize at the cornerstone. You wouldn't recognize these niggas Norman fought nowhere. Probably at a factory. If you work in a factory, you probably know some. Them niggas probably came through to through a temp agency at the factory, the top ranked temp agency. That's where the fuck these niggas come from, man. But nah, real shit, real shit. I fuck with Norman, good fighter, hell of a fighter, but he ain't fucking with Dev. Said Haney, Dev's jab defense got to be on point. Nah, real shit, real shit. I'm not gonna sit in here and pretend like Dev can't go in here and lose this fight because he damn sure could lose this fight. He damn sure could lose this fight. I just don't see it. But the thing is, the way Dev can lose this fight is by him like bullshitting, doing what Norman said, which is fight Norman's fight. I don't think Dev should do that. I don't think Dev should try to go in there and try to slug it out with Norman or anything like that. I don't think so. That's dumb. I think he should smart. Box smart, box sharp. Do certain things like the jab, double up on the jab, move your head off the line, pivot out, maintain distance. But you, first things first though, Dev really got to show. He got to show Norman that he ain't no bitch, that he ain't no hoe. He got to sting Norman with with a good shot. He got to catch Norman with some shit like nigga. If you think you about to counter me, you think you about to put me in the corner, nigga. Watch this. Watch fucking this. I'm gonna pull up some footage from Dev. Some old sparring from back in the day, not too long ago, but it's just some old sparring from Dev. And I'm like, dude, Dev, nigga, this is the Dev we need to see. A nigga letting the motherfuckers hands fly. Hold on, let me see if I can get the camera out. Wait, give me 1 second, y'all. We'll see if we can get the camera out. That's what we need right there. Said Dev's gonna be in the pocket for art. I see it November 22nd. No, I can see Dev boxing smart and taking risk on the inside, but I'm not saying that he should go in there and do some stupid shit like just sit in the inside and not, try to don't keep his high guard up, don't keep his hands up. Like do some stupid shit like Norman's past opponents. See, Norman's past opponents, these niggas will sit here right in this nigga face, sit right here in this nigga face with their hands down, just looking at him, thinking, thinking, in there fucking thinking. See with Dev, he do got a box smart, but I played that clip right there to let people know it's like, nigga, Dev is not some coward ass boxer, but I'm trying to tell niggas, you get him in that mode where he's actually throwing a lot of punches in combination, you're gonna see it, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm surprised this nigga's that good. But it's not even that fucking surprising. Niggas know Devin is skilled. I don't know why they try to act like it's not. Probably because that Ryan Garcia shit. They really hold that Ryan Garcia shit against him. Like that nigga got a felony in boxing or something. That Ryan Garcia is a felony. It's like it don't even matter if this nigga was a no contest or not. Niggas like, "Ah, fuck that. You got dropped, nigga. You should always remember you got dropped, nigga." And maybe he should. Maybe he should. But niggas shouldn't hold that against him like, oh, this nigga's not the goods. It's so sad. It's to a point where other boxers have to remind fans that nigga Dev is actually pretty good. I don't know what y'all talking about. These boxers see it like AB, Richard Hitchenson's, motherfucking what's his name, Rolly, Tio, all the all these boxers are actually picking Dev. All these boxers are picking Dev. All these boxers are picking Dev. You know why they're picking Dev? Because they know they've sparred with this guy before, and they know they've seen this guy. They've seen shit about Dev that we don't see on a normal basis. Because you know a lot of gyms you can't record certain things, or those who did record it ain't showing it to the public. But yeah, these niggas know they seen Dev fucking work. They know this nigga's a fucking beast. They know this nigga's a good boxer. They know he's skilled. And they're looking at Norman like, yeah, nigga, we seen Norman before. We Hitches sparred fucking Norman before. These niggas know they like, this nigga he ain't fucking with Dev. See, there's a certain type of fighter. Norman's a good fighter, but Dev showed that he's a great fighter because he proved himself on the highest level. The highest level. This guy, Norman, this is gonna be like his what? His third, fourth official fucking 12-round fight. I don't think he's ever win 12 rounds. He had 12-round fights scheduled, but he's never went 12 rounds, bro. Nigga, not even nigga on pads and overweight stop this guy. So it's like, you fans have to understand that, nigga, it can go 12 rounds. Are you so confident in your pick that if Norman doesn't knock this guy out, he's gonna win the fight by decision? Let's say Norman doesn't land that big punch. Let's say he does punch Devin Haney, but it's not a big punch. It's not a "Ooh, Devin Haney falling over." It's not a that shit just cracked him. Devin Haney's on Bambi legs. What if it's more like yo, okay, he landed a couple punches. You're two to Devin's fucking 15 around. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're two, three punches to Devin landing 20, regardless if it's heavy punches or not from Dev. Still outlanding you. Are you guys that confident in your pick that if this guy doesn't knock Devin Haney out, he's gonna win 12 rounds? Or, they're gonna give the decision to him? Y'all that confident? Because I just don't understand. And this is why I be telling fans on Norman's side, like, I really feel like you niggas is picking this nigga off hope. Y'all picking this nigga off hope. There's nothing that you can convince. There's no fight that you can show and be like, okay, when he fought this boxer, you see how well he did with the counter punching and standing your ground or whatever, and dictating the pace. It was more of like, nigga, you're lucky to get the fucking nod, man. You're lucky that this guy is not high caliber, because if he is, it wouldn't look the same. Let's play some Norman. Let's play some Norman because my dude Root Exposure. He just brought up a good point. So let's play some Norman footage real quick. See, there's boxing fans that will look at this and be like, well, look at the muscles in his back. Look at all this. Look at the strength. But then there's some boxing fans that look at this and be like, damn, why he ain't bringing his hand back to his face? Why is he keeping his left so low? You call this cutting off the ring? This is gonna be the cutting off the ring. Let's play the footage. No, I gotta see the full footage. Let's play the full footage. Give me 1 second. I forgot Elon Musk tripping right now. He said Twitter going through like an update. So this shit tweaking. Give me 1 second to find this footage. Check out my Facebook group though, Artman Boxing 2. Yeah, that boy looking, Dev looking pretty strong, pretty solid. And it's not like you can tell. I don't know. Some of these guys don't work out or whatever like that, so they can't really tell or whatever. But you can tell he's working out certain things. It's not like this nigga here lifting weights and shit like that. You can tell that man's gonna be sharp. Can't wait to see that fight. Damn, 1 second. Let me find that shit. All right, you say you can pull up any fight and see that this nigga defense is looking like. I know, trust me, I know. I just don't want to get no copyright strike, so I got to pull that other clip up. Give me 1 second, man. Because that's what top rank. They on some funny shit, man. They don't want nobody to get paid for any of their clips. So they're like, hell no, fuck that. They trying to hide all the Randall footage. Okay, here it is. Woo, that's the cutting off the ring right there. Elite cutting off the ring right there. See, you could say, yeah, Brian Norman, he's looked pretty strong or whatever. Yeah, he definitely looks strong. Ain't no denying that. For sure. For sure. But he damn sure keeping that head on the line. He's more of like, you could tell Brian Norman, he's in a position where it's like he's used to being the guy offensively. Like he's able to walk you down and throw punches and bunches. And normally niggas ain't throwing shit back. Niggas ain't gonna be throwing that back. So he's used to just walking down and throwing them hard ass shots like that. He's not used to throwing that hard ass shot. And there's a nigga out there that's gonna catch the fucking mid. There's not gonna be somebody a Jin Kasaki right there for you his punches to just land on. He's not used to throwing punches and that's just hitting air. He's not used to try to cut off the ring, and while he doing that, I'ma cut off the ring with my hands in the air. A nigga stick that jab down the middle. He's not used to defending a jab for 12 rounds. I cannot wait for this fight, man. I cannot wait for this fight because what makes this fight interesting to me is that yes, Devin is fighting now. Dev is gonna fight a young, strong FBA fighter, not an older fighter like Regis Program. I want all the excuses to go away because I believe that Devin can beat a young, strong fighter like Norman. You know, I know there's a narrative going around that Dev can't beat people that's younger than him or something like that. So I want to see this shit. I believe Dev can do it. So let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see if Dev can beat that young, strong, hungry fighter. But you said I got Jake Paul knocking Tank out, man. That's just fucked up. I don't want to see that. As much as I have my disagreements with Tank, I don't want to see Jake Paul run around talking about he the face of boxing. You said Regis ain't that old, oh Lord. I ain't saying he old like damn, like the nigga's like fucking a dinosaur out here. I'm just saying he's older than Devin. Older than Devin. And that's a narrative that Dev can't beat fighters that's younger than him. You know, there's a narrative going around that Dev can't beat niggas younger than him or whatever. Say, you know how they gonna do. Suddenly Norman's gonna be a dude who got lucky one time. I know. See, with Norman, my thing is I believe that there's people hyping him up. They're overhyping him. Overhyping him. because there's no evidence to support that this nigga's as good as y'all niggas are saying he is. That Jinkasaki fight is not enough. I'm trying to tell niggas. If Teofimo Lopez fought Jinkasaki, he'd have knocked that nigga out. If Devin would have fought Jinkasaki, they probably would have waited the towel with. If motherfucker Shakur Stevenson would have fought Jinkasaki, he probably would have got that stoppage niggas been one of as well. You know why? Because this man catches punches with his teeth. Don't believe me? Go back and just watch any Jinkasaki fight. The nigga defense is non-existent. So of course, you're gonna get that KO. Why Norman couldn't KO Randall? That's what I want to know. Can somebody tell me why Norman couldn't cancel or knock out Randall? Can somebody tell me how that fight went the distance? Can somebody explain to me? Oh, you want to know why? The reason why is because the motherfucking feet wasn't glued to the fucking floor, and the man had a little bit of fucking defense. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for this fight, man. People gotta understand this is called boxing. It's not called the knockout game. Devin Haney doesn't have to knock out Brian Norman to win this fight. He can win this fight just touching and moving. Norman, he said he swear he got the legs now to cut off the ring or whatever, but we just gonna have to see it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got motherfucking 37 people up here this morning. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat. Make sure y'all go to artmanapparel.com. I want to see 35 people going to artmanapparel.com after this, you know what I'm saying? Or right now, say fuck the YouTube. Go to artmanapparel.com and get the best boxing merch in the game. Speaking of that, I already got a client was cash apping me some money. He said, man, I'm just gonna order you fucking the hoodie in advance because I feel like Devin Haney gonna outclass this kid. Hey, I want to see it. I love it. Artmanapparel.com. We love getting pre-orders on this side. So let's speak this shit into existence. Hell yeah. Said, oops, don't ask questions like that. All facts. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So but I want to know what's the narrative gonna be? What's the narrative gonna be when Devin Haney beats Brian Norman Jr.? Is niggas gonna say Brian Norman Jr. wasn't ready? Brian Norman Jr. He was just a top rank, uh, somebody at top rank just advertised as the goods. His feet bad because man, oh man, I pull up the tweets of if you pull up the tweets of Devin versus Regis, man, or Dev versus Cambosis, man, for today, niggas will say, oh, these niggas is the worst fighter I had never seen in my entire life. There's never been no fighter worse than George Cambosis and Regis program. But then when you look a little further, a little deeper, you will go back and see the tweets of niggas saying, hey man, I'm picking Cambosos and I'm picking motherfucking Regis to beat this guy. There's always something when it comes to Dev. Even with the Lomachenko fight, man, niggas was picking Lomachenko. Dev not ready. Dev, he's used to fighting old wash guys like Gamboa. He's not used to fighting somebody in the Matrix like Lomachenko. Then when that nigga get fucking outclassed, oh, he was robbed. Nigga, shut up. Said Randall Reach was 77 too. Look, hear me out. I watched that fight. I might watch that fight one more time. I've been watching that fight a lot of times. Yeah, he has a long reach. But the thing is, this it's not like this nigga was fucking landing old crazy punches on this nigga. He was doing simple shit like a jab, 1-2, and he was stepping out. He wasn't doing nothing crazy. He said, yep, the answer is E, all of the above. With Randall, that nigga, he's not as skilled as Devin Haney. Let's be real. Y'all know that. I don't even know if y'all know that. Niggas don't even know who Randall is for real. He said Regis washed like an old pair of Levi's. Hey, you funny nigga. You funny as hell, dude. You said Haney punch mechanics aren't good. He can punch a lot harder. Man, I'm hearing that he's actually punching really well. I had go back to my I had a couple shows ago, like 4 or 5 shows ago. I had Devin's coach on here, man, and he was explaining like, dude, Dev is really like doing some shit in sparring against guys better than fucking Brian Norman Jr. Just wait, you'll see. Come fight night. I was sitting at my nigga BFTV, and he was telling me straight up, that nigga Dev is cooking motherfuckers in sparring. And I know niggas hate BFTV. You don't gotta agree or love that nigga or anything like that. I ain't saying you gotta agree or with it, anything that nigga does. I'm just saying this is somebody that we know is in camp with Devin Haney, or he's seen Devin Haney or whatever. He has close access to this guy. And the brother said, yeah, he's been at the sparring, recent sparring, not no old shit, recent sparring. And he said Dev is looking like he could fight that nigga tomorrow. He could fight that nigga tonight type shit and cook him. Easy. Easy. For niggas like Troy Isley say, hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think there's anything that Norman can do to fuck with Dev. It lets you know, nigga, that man got a cooking coming. He got a cooking coming. I can't wait. Shout out to my dude, Sheriff Deputy Mac, aka Stephen L. the Mac. Salute. Said BFTV is the best viewer for boxing that speaks truth. Niggas always be arguing with motherfucking BFTV. I always pop in his show like every once in a while to say what's up or whatever. That nigga said, fuck the Haney haters. Said, Art, who has he sparred though? Troy Isley. He sparred some other dude. I can't think of the nigga name though. I'm high. He said this fight gonna be Sugar Ray versus Hagler in terms of how it'll be Dev gonna be dancing. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be more of Sugar Ray versus Duran. Not saying that these guys are Sugar Ray or Duran. I'm just saying this is just boxing style. I feel like Brian Norman's gonna try to come forward and Devin Haney's gonna use his toes. But when Brian Norman gets close, thinking that he's gonna hurt Dev's gonna fuck around and hit him with some sharp combination, fast punches, 1-2 down the middle, or hit him with a sharp uppercut, left check hook, and pivot out. I don't think Dev's gonna be a stationary target like all of his opponents. Yeah, said Kevin Newman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Said dudes are so goofy they criticize the race of dudes camp. If he's not an FBA, they goofy don't respect it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Um hey, but this guy, they say Brian Norman got some sparring partners too. They say he got 11 sparring partners. He got 11 men coming down to spar to prepare him for Devin Haney. That's what they're saying. He said Randall's uppercut landed on Norman a few times. Oh yeah, I wish I could play the footage, man. Top rank on some whole shit, dog. They already flagged my page one time because I was playing that Bodchenko fight. I don't want to risk it again. But yeah, I seen it, man. Unless Brian Norman fixed this shit in one camp, dog, He does a lot of smothering of his work. He puts his head all in your chest. He tried to put his head in fucking Randall's chest. Randall's like he was hitting this nigga with like short fucking side hooks, and then caught him with a smooth little uppercut in the inside. I don't know if Randall's punching like that or if Brian Norman just got a chin, but he hit that nigga with a smooth uppercut on the inside, and Brian Norman face went. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga neck got snapped. He went, and he kept on pushing. But I'm like, damn, nigga, this is your inside fighting, and niggas. That's why I be laughing at boxing fans because they be like, "Oh, Dev shouldn't fight Brian Norman in the inside for real." Like, nigga, this nigga inside game is cheeks. This nigga inside game is fucking cheeks, bro. I seen the footage, man. But you know, Dev's not Randall. Everybody's a different fighter. You can't expect one fighter to do the same because one fighter did this. Nah, I'm not expecting that at all. It could be a totally different game plan. Dev can fight him a totally way from Randall did. I'm not expecting Dev to fight Norman's way Randall did. Said Randall has a bow and arrow like Dev, but Norman didn't do much with it. Yeah, he couldn't do nothing with it. He couldn't do nothing with the jab. And I'm gonna tell you right now, based off the footage, the new footage of Brian Norman, even him hitting the pads with his coach, nigga, that head is still down the line. That 1-2's down the middle. It's gonna come down to one down the middle. His best bet is trying to counter Dev after Dev counters him. His best bet is probably trying to punch with Dev. Because if he tries to box on the outside with Dev, he's gonna be picked apart. Look at the motherfucking senior fat meatball head. Fat meatball head that nigga. Fucking meatball head. That nigga, he always come to my damn my comments on Facebook. Oh, Art Man, y'all don't need to listen to Art Man. Art Man don't know what he talking about. He don't know what he talking about. Nigga, shut up. Biden over senior, his ass, he gonna be thanking Bill Haney after this fight. I can't wait. Just like Coach Regis coach did. He gonna be thanking his ass for the opportunity. But yeah, I played that clip because in that clip, y'all remember that whole commotion about if they sign up for drug testing or not? I don't know if y'all heard. Y'all can go to my page and listen. This guy said that Bill asked him, "Did you sign up for VADA testing?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, we did." If that's the case, then why the fuck was they so mad that niggas asked them to fucking take the test? I don't know. I don't know. Why was niggas so mad? Why was niggas so mad when niggas asked them to take the test? He said the battle of the boxing dads. He said that nigga Norman got ringworm, fat meatball head ass. That's that was the fight before the fight. You see that they was talking all that tough shit. I like that shit though. They was talking all that tough shit till Big Tank was in the corner. He was plotting. Big Tank was plotting. Look at this shit. Hey, this nigga Big Tank was plotting, bro. He was plotting. Look at that nigga. Plotting like a motherfucker. He knew he was about to yoke these niggas up. He wasn't trying to hear that shit from the jump. He was looking for any reason. That nigga was waiting for any reason. You see Norman? I don't even know what that country ass nigga Norman even said. I don't even know what the fuck he said for real. Like what? We best the opportunity. What? We so pressed to fight him. That's what he said. Yeah. Nah, nigga, you don't want to do that, nigga. Fuck you talking. This nigga said you don't want. Nah, nigga, you don't want to do that. Chill. What the fuck? Hey, that shit funny as hell. Hey, go get the fucking strap, man. This nigga. This nigga, bro. This nigga got yoked up, nigga. He said, "Don't be dissing the South." I'm sorry, Shelter. Shout out to my niggas. I just shipped a package out to Georgia, man. Shout out to my people in Georgia, man, for real. But that shit funny as hell. Hey, Shouty. Hey, Shouty. Hey. Don't be doing that. Nah, nigga, back up. Nah, Norman got a he. Bro, I said if I was Norman, I'd be in the gym with like a picture of fucking Devin Haney on my punching bag, just waiting to just. I'll be not. I have Dev and the security guard picture of them niggas on the wall, just ready for real. Because this nigga said that white bitch jumping and screaming still pissed me off. Yeah, like shut up. What the fuck is that? Nah, you screaming ain't gonna fix anything. Let these bands go at it. He said, "Yeah, Shouty, we so pressed by we so pressed. How we so pressed by fighting you, Shouty? Shouty, we were just trying to, you know." And then one thing led to another. And Shorty's lady, him and his dad getting yoked up. Oh, the fucking lady talking about something. What the fuck? I don't like that shit. Why, bro? I really don't like that. Like, why do ladies do that shit? Like screaming, like in moments like that. That's not gonna fix anything. If two niggas is arguing and going at it, screaming like that, it's just gonna make the situation even worse because now niggas just got a loud ass fucking screeching in the background. That's just gonna make niggas even more upset. That shit don't never fix the problem. Like, just chill out. Yeah, kill the whole vibe. Like, god damn, now you making it more than what it is. Chill, man. Man, I cannot wait for this fucking fight, dude. Turkey need to promote this shit better, but I guess he's like fucking art man promoting it. That's all we need. But yeah, now Norman fans don't like Tim Bradley no more. At first, they was loving Tim Bradley when Tim Bradley was talking about that Norman gonna KO Devin Haney talk. Now that fucking Bradley then switched up and said, "Man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that." Nah, niggas is Team Haney and sure whatever. All right, it is what it is, man. My thing is with this boxing shit, man. You never really know. We're fans. We can have all our opinions about what we think is gonna happen, but then the nigga can go in there and a motherfucking guy in a parachute come flying in the fucking ring. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit happens in boxing. You never really know. But styles make fights, man. And I feel like Norman style, even though many people believe it could give Devin problems, I don't think if Devin is sharp, if Devin's the boxer that I know he's to be, I think he's gonna go in there and pull this shit off pretty convincingly. I'm looking at a 10-2. I'm really looking at 10-2. The reason why, because I feel like Norman, he's gonna try really hard to catch Dev. And by him trying really hard, he's gonna fall for simple mistakes like running into a jab, running into a right hand, running into a check hook. Punches really hurt the most. The punches that hurt the most is the ones that you don't see and punches that you run into. You don't want to run into a punch. Norman does a lot of Superman, Captain America ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Captain American ass lunging. You run into a stiff ass jab like that, nigga. It's gonna feel like you run into a fucking brick wall. And I know niggas gonna be like, oh, Dev can't punch. Nigga, that's your own. You running into a punch, bro. All right. I don't even gotta explain that shit. Y'all should just know this shit. My boxing people, y'all should already know this shit. Running into a punch hurt like a motherfucker, regardless who the puncher is. So I don't think I think Dev gonna come into this fight using Loma style. And that's what I'm excited for too. It's like a new CD, a new album. I want to hear some new flows from Dev. I want to see this nigga come into this fucking this boxing match showing some new shit. So show us that speed you are working on, turning your punches. Because people try to say Dev got bad punch mechanics. The people I've been listening to, who's actually in Devon's camp, saying that man's doing pretty well. Dev should watch Bud versus Canelo. He should. I think he did. Of course, niggas watch. Everybody watched that fucking fight. Everybody watched that fucking fight. But yeah, I think Dev should. He should watch a lot of Sugar Ray as well. Watch Crawford versus Canelo, but you should watch a lot of Sugar Ray. The reason why I say a lot of Sugar Ray is because Sugar Ray, that footwork, Dev's footwork in that Ramirez fight was showing a lot of that. A lot of that. But man, I can't wait. But anyways, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go get some breakfast. Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Might do a little live. I might do a watch party for that Fabio fight, Fabio Worley versus Joseph Parker. I don't know. I'm picking Parker in that fight. I'm a roll with Parker. But anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game.